Alright guys, so lo and behold, the mailman showed up, brought me my new piston rings. So now we can get back to throwing this guy back together. We'll put the new piston rings in our piston. I got a whole complete gasket kit here that came with every gasket we need for this buggy. Yeah, so we'll be able to get all those replaced, get this guy thrown back together. I got my climber's manual here so I don't forget to put anything back where it's supposed to go. Most importantly, these little oil dowels here that slip over. And once I get the main head and everything back on, I am going to go ahead and pull the transmission side of the crankcase cover off, replace the gasket in there, just give everything a quick look-see. As my wife looks on and scratches her nose. Oh, let's watch. My wife's being daring and courageous, getting up on the washer to grab ice skates. Is that what you're grabbing, ice skates? But anyway, that's the plan here now. So we got our rear end all moved over. Let's get this guy thrown back together, thrown in there, and we'll be getting close to getting this guy up and running again. Another thing I did, which I'm not going to show in this video, I actually made a separate video for it, which you can watch by clicking up there, is I did get a hone, and I honed out my cylinder wall. Because if you remember, it was pretty well glazed to a mirror finish, and you got to have that thatching in there. I don't know if the camera can pick it up very well. If I can get the light to hit it just right. There, you can see all the little scratch marks that crisscross in there. You need that in your cylinder wall for the oil to stick to and make a little oil wall the whole way around for lubrication. So we got that taken care of. So there is nothing holding us back from throwing this thing back together except for me holding the camera, gabbing to you guys. So I'm going to shut up and I'm going to get to putting this guy back together. Oops, wrong hole. Upside down. Yes, I did just do that. Right way. There we go. It's a little better that way. Slow down here 1 second to show you guys your main piston rings here. The one will be marked with a T. If you guys can see that. Hold on. I don't think the GoPro is going to focus on it. But there'll be a T marking the one that goes on the very top of the one piston ring. So make sure you see that. It'll be right here on the one side of where your groove is. So make sure you get that guy on top. Oh god, I wasn't hitting record there. I cut out to take care of the kiddos for a second. And I was putting my piston back on and I set one of these piston rings, one of these circlips, zinging across the hillbilly garage as I tried to get it in the other side here. So be very careful when you're trying to put these guys in. They don't go zinging across the room and you lose them. I'm going to be a little more careful this time. These can be kind of a pain to put in. Gates? Not offhand. I could probably come and take a look at it, but I can't right at the moment. Okay. So I'm in the middle of putting this one pin in, and I was lucky enough to find. Oh no! Okay. Now I dropped it again. Yeah, keep finding it. I'm gonna pre-lube our piston cylinder here a little bit. Make it a little easier. Get that in there. Finger oil. Good times. there be that. Now I believe this other little oil port goes in here. Where's it go on top? Yep, goes in this one down here. So arch. Like that. Make sure she's clear down and seated. Now we need our main head gasket. That cam chain guide. Oh, I should have put that in before my head gasket. So I'm getting ahead of myself again. And then this guy. And thanks to the climber manual, we know our order for torquing. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to do it in 2 stages. First, we'll torque them down to 7 pounds, and then we'll finish up by torquing to 10 pounds. Alright guys, I apologize for that sudden cut to a finished motor out of the blue, but my battery ran dead and I was kind of focused in and in the groove and wasn't really paying attention. So I got it all back together. Everything is good to go. I am going to pull the clutch side crankcase cover off, replace the gasket in there since I have it, just to be on the safe side. I won't bore you with that video. It's just simply a matter of taking these bolts out, removing everything real easy, putting the new gasketing back together. So I think what I'll go ahead and do now for you guys is we are going to cut to putting this bad boy back into Zippy. Well, I'm back. One more thing I want to do before I make the same mistake I made with Greg's 4-wheeler, though this one probably not as bad, is I got my new spark plug. Going with a NGK over the Champion that was in there. These Champion plugs I had mixed feelings about, but we're going to go ahead and stick this guy in there. Let's check our spark plug gaps. Our spark plug gap for the 4-track is supposed to be anywhere from 0.024 to 0.028 inches. Let's go like right in the middle. 0.026, which is what I have here, and that is right where this is set at, right out of the box. So I'm going to go ahead and throw my spark plug in, and then we'll cut to throw in the motor in the frame. Alright guys, here we go! Everything out of the way as best as I can. Like that. Oh, get in there. Alright. Now it's just a matter of lining all this stuff up without pinching fingers. I'm going to have to... Now this top bolt right here, I don't know if you guys are too far away to see that or not. Let me get you a little closer here. Now this nut right here, there's this little spacer that goes on one side or the other to hold this over one way or the other, and I can't remember which way. I think it went on this side. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it went on that side. But I'm going to check my manual real quick just to find out. Make sure I get this on the right spot where it's supposed to go. Well, unfortunately, the booklet doesn't show where that spacer is going to go, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish bolting the rest of this fast. We'll save that one for last, and once we get everything else bolted up, it should show us, you know, which side that's going to tend to favor. There's my little helper.
Mommy got me ready. She did. Mommy got me ready.
Cool.
So, Dada,
Don't
we're
bump the
gonna
camera.
do something else. Daddy,
What's
we
that?
have to clean let me put on this notion.
I see that. Don't bump my bolts, please.
I like those big ones right there. Even got bigger than those ones. I like it, Dad. I like, Daddy, I like how you put on that. What is that? So,
Go ahead and put our lower brackets on here first. Well guys, that was enough right there to show me that this little spacer goes on that side, because that sucked right over fast against that side, which is what I was thinking. That's where I got it out of. Now it's confirmed. Oh, this is a tough one to get at.
yeah. That's so tough. Let's look at that.
I can't see what I'm doing either. That one's on. Let's give her a quick little hand tight to be safe.
Yeah.
Worker spec.
Yeah.
Moderate hillbilly grunt.
Yeah.
Finally. Hey, little shop helper, can you hand me the ratchet there above you on the bench?
Yeah.
No, not the ratchet. No, you're looking at it. That guy right there. Right there. Right in front of you. You're looking at it. Yep, that's it. Thank you, bud. Remember, this is a ratchet.
Daddy. And that pipe, that's what goes in here, Daddy.
That's where the air intake is.
Daddy, what goes here, Daddy? That goes
It's where the fenders go on.
Do you put the fender down?
One final bolt.
For the big baggies. You get in there. Ga. And where does this go, Dad? What does this go?
That's the brake line. That'll go to the brake handle.
Oh, there's a way.
It's over there. I got a brand new one to go in this guy.
Can I see?
Yeah, I'll show you here once I'm done.
When we're done with this video.
Alright guys, there she is. The 4-Trax motor all nestled inside the new frame. So I think that's going to be a good place to stop this video for today. The next thing will be to start getting all the wiring rerun, figure out between the harness I have, what's on this frame that I got now, what's good, what we need to swap out, and start putting all the little things back together. I did get a couple new parts here. I got a whole brand new brake master cylinder. I got the new left brake and reverse mechanism here. It's not brand new, it's a used one I got off of eBay. Since ours was broke, that one will be going on there. We'll get our carburetor all cleaned up. I have two now to pick from. This is the one that was on Zippy, and this was a whole new throttle mechanism I picked up for cheap from the same guy that I got the frame from, actually. It's a little cleaner, but either way we'll clean it up, tear into it, replace the gaskets, throw that on there. We'll pick whichever one ends up being in better shape. So on the next one we'll start working on all this little stuff to get this guy up and running. Shouldn't be too long before we at least have a running machine. Again, as far as plastic goes, I am really not wanting to spend over $500 for new plastics on a machine that in mint condition is only going to run about 800 bucks. You know, value-wise, like I've mentioned, I don't plan on selling this. It's going to be for the kids. But still an awful lot of money to drop into a machine that's in this kind of condition. We'll see. I'm going to keep an eye out for some used plastics. Maybe I'll come across some at some point in time. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Like before you leave. Comment below. on anything you want to comment on. Don't forget you can support Appalachian Mountain Riders through Patreon for as little as $1 a month, and that entitles you to Patreon exclusive giveaways, live streams, as well as regular blog posts. And don't forget about my Appalachian Mountain Riders Tour of PA meet and greet rides this year. Hopefully you'll be able to get out and ride with me a little bit on the trails. Head over to my Facebook page, which is a link in the description below, to check out the schedule for that. Again, thanks for watching, and until next time, no? Keep on riding. And until next time, he's not going to do it. Hey, Tori, guess what? Until next time? Yes? No? No? Alright, he's not going to do it. He's too shy in front of the camera. But keep on riding. Appalachian Mountain Riders is brought to you in part by the following. The Honda Side-by-Side Club, because who knows the machines better than the owners that use them every day. Walker Evans Racing. When the path requires more than just ordinary, head on over to walkerevansracing.com. Torque Locker from Torque Masters Industries. When you want to explore the unexplored, head on over to torquemasters.com. And by my gracious supporters on Patreon.